Hello everyone and welcome to another Timeless video. So today we're going to be taking a look at Bant Death and Taxes in Timeless format for one reason. We are here to slaughter the Omnitel decks from the format. And we start that off with 4 copies of Leyline Binding. And just to give you guys a heads up, this is actually our worst card versus an Omnitel. Even though this is a Bant deck, we do support the domain if you can just grab a copy of a Rogran Triumph and a copy of Overgrown Tomb. But if they show and tell, you can put this down onto the battlefield, and if an Omniscience comes down onto the battlefield, you can exile the Omniscience. If they have a Born Upon the Wind, we also have 2 copies of Spell Pierce as well. But the next card is actually going to be a nail in the coffin. We have Archon of Emeria, which also shuts down the Omniscience play as well. There's literally nothing they can do. If they put an Omniscience down onto the battlefield, now they can't play more than 1 card per turn. They've already played a card, Show and Tell, so they can't play an extra card that turn. And we also play 2 copies of Aven Mind Sensor, which shuts down their Demonic Tutor, fetch lands, and assemble a team. But let's say they put an Aatrox down on the battlefield. We also have Doorkeeper Thrall and Strict Proctor, which denies their ETB. We're playing 6 copies of these because we also want to play our Uro down on turn 3 without having to sacrifice this card. So it's very synergistic. At the same time, it does deny the Aatroxa, preventing them from drawing a bunch of cards. Now, Strict Proctor does deny our own Leyline Binding if you don't pay 2 mana, but I'm playing the Strict Proctor because this also deals with Field of the Dead matchup. Strict Proctor and Aven Mind Sensor together are going to be pretty good against Field of Dead. And lastly, we play 4 copies of Meddling Mage. Usually, if you name Show and Tell with this card, you just basically win the game. They do play some removal spells, but that can also be prevented using something like Aven Mind Sensor so that they can't actually search for a removal spell as easily. And of course, in the sideboard, we also play a copy of Lavinia, Stonebrain, and a copy of Boromir, which are all going to be very, very good against Omnitel as well. So it's a pretty hateful deck. So if you really don't like Omnitel, this is a deck you can try. Now versus other matchups, it's going to be a little bit more difficult because now you actually have to play the game normally. But usually the case is if you can get down the Oko on turn 2 or even Uro on turn 3 without having to sacrifice it, a lot of the times some decks just can't deal with that. So I'm excited to try this deck out in Timeless Best of 3. So let's hop on over. That could get us... This could get us an Uro actually. Swords. Am I fetching first? I think I'm fetching first, actually. I think we want a Temple Garden. Okay, let's pass with the Doorkeeper Thrall up. Oh, this is Sultai. This is Sultai Omnitel. Opponent is tapped out. I don't think they play a counterspell though. Also great Leyline Binding, by the way. Although they have a Born Upon the Wind as well. I'm a bit conflicted at the moment. Hopefully we don't die. Hopefully they don't have a Born Upon the Wind. Otherwise I'd be devastated. Hopefully they don't have another one. Ha, they have another one. Sad. Okay, never mind. Where are you going? You just gained like 7 life. Okay, so unironically, pretty good against them. But we also have more cyborg cards coming. Also, we have a meddling mage. Not really sure about the swords. I mean, it was good, but it's not that good, right? I mean, is it good? I mean, we have a Oko to answer Aatrox as well. So maybe cutting the Swords of Plowshare is gonna be pretty good. Actually, maybe instead of that, having a Fragment Reality is better because I can get rid of the Omniscience this way. This can get rid of Aatroxa and Omniscience. Like, yeah, they get Aatroxa out of a Fragment Reality, but I think it's still good. I'd rather have them have Aatroxa than an Omniscience, right? At least that's kind of where I'm at. Maybe a Stone Brain as well. Let's go down on Oko. Yeah, I feel really good about this hand. I'm not gonna lie. They shock? Why did they shock? Why did my opponent shock? I mean... Oh, it's Impulse. Yeah, it's Impulse. Show and tell. I hope I'm not wrong. I hope it's Impulse. Maybe it's double Brainstorm? Okay. That makes sense, actually. So this turn, we're gonna Doorkeeper Thrall and leave up a Spell Pierce. So we can get the Uro down next turn. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. This is a free attack because even if they Orcish Bowmaster, I can flash in Doorkeeper. So they can't ping this. That's insane. That's actually insane. Yeah, they gotta fetch the land now. Search the top 4 cards of your deck. Great. Oh, that could be pretty bad.
I'm certain you're quite charmed to meet me. Surely you must be famished.
Do they have the counter spell too? Darn. I guess this time we're going with Archon. Oh man. This is just brutal. I shouldn't have played this Boseiju, by the way. I played the Boseiju thinking maybe if they don't have show and tell I can flash in Doorkeeper. But yeah.
I invite you to change your ways.
So they're still dead even if they Aatroxa because of Oko. And they can only play one card this turn. I think that's GG. Unless, okay, there is actually an out. There is actually an out. If they have a Settle the Wreckage in the sideboard, that could be an option, get them out of that situation. But yeah, they got totally dismantled. Oh my god. Okay, this is a very spicy looking hand. Quite like it, quite like it. That's the right shaman. I wonder if I have to source the plowshare that. Ooh. No fear. No fear. Oh, what? Is that a Winota deck? Maybe. Could be a Winota, actually. Play the Doorkeeper Thrall. Hopefully we draw Uro here. That'd be so sweet, actually. Oh, what? It's a different deck than I thought. So this is Yawgmoth. Okay. So Convoke is currently doing 4-2. Think it's Oko time. Yeah, they have the Convoke spell right now.
One bite, and all your cares are gone.
Okay, opponent surrenders. So this is a matchup where we want a Containment Priest. Hitting Needle. Maybe even Fragment Reality. They play a lot of 1-mana spells, right? Deathrise Shaman, Young Wolf. What about a Strict Proctor? I don't think we need to bring a Strict Proctor, honestly. Yeah, these are a lot of removal spells. Oh yeah, Spell Pierce can go, right? Spell Pierce can definitely go. Archon could be annoying. So Meddling Mage is gonna be pretty good, right? Yawgmoth and the Convoke spell? We have a lot of hate cards. A lot of hate cards. Just don't know how to sideboard. And maybe Struck Proctor is a little bit kind of weird. They don't have any, like, Enter the Battle effect triggers. A Containment Priest get. Again, we're looking for Uro. This can't hit non-token, right? Double garden. I don't think they wanted to do that. No. I'm sorry, man. That sucks. Maybe I shouldn't have blocked, actually. Sometimes I do that too. Like, I accidentally attack all. Low risk. Low risk. Polluted Delta. Deathrite Shaman. Am I supposed to Oko? I mean, am I supposed to delight a halfling then? I think I'm actually supposed to delight a halfling because of potential like counter spells. Then we'll just run out the Oko and potentially win the game. Overgrown Tomb. What are they doing? They can't counter this. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I think they forgot about Delighted Halfling. So we have Domain right now with the Rogren Triome because we fetched the Overgrown Tomb.
Those blind to tyranny are lost. They just... I think a little merriment is in order.
Oh, Grixis. Okay. They got a bit unlucky, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure if they actually found the land, but they kept a brainstorm and an expressive iteration, but still didn't find I mean potentially a land. I mean they did keep a one lander. That's always on them, you know. So Swords to Plowshare, gonna be very good against Deathrite Shaman. Not Deathrite Shaman, Death Shadow. Fragment Reality seems also pretty good if they play a lot of 1-mana cards. Good against Deathrite Shaman, good against Death Shadow. Trick Proctor seems meh. I mean, would they play Snapcaster Mage? I feel like Doorkeeper Thrall should be enough. Unless... Maybe actually, instead of Meddling Mage, Strict Proctor might be a little bit better because I'm not really sure what they're playing, you know? I'm not 100%. Oh yeah, Veil of Summer would be really good. So let's just play 2 copies of Strict Proctor. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. So we grab a blue here. Then we have double blue, double green. I mean, it's Oko, right? You gotta take the Oko. Bobble, yep. By the way, we're not playing Surveillant in this deck because we're actually playing Rogren Triumph instead because I don't want to play twin tap lands in a 20 land deck, right? So if you're wondering, why we don't have any like surveillance. That's the reason. So we'll grab Rogran Triumph. Got a halfling. I do want to play the halfling, but might be just better to play the Doorkeeper Thrall on their turn. Seems good enough. Needle. We have 6 answers to the Pithing Needle, actually 7, including Boseiju, so... Seems good. I'm waiting for them to play a Death Shadow, so I can source the Plowshare. Expressive Iteration. Imagine drawing Uro here. That would make my day. That would actually make my day. Spell Pierce? Kind of annoying. Death Shadow? No Death Shadow. I wonder if they saw through it. Another Expressive Iteration. They're looking for Death Shadow. Also, this Giganta coming down would probably spell death if they don't find Death Shadow. We have a lot of great draws here, like... Binding is also pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. That's also a pretty nice card. Like I said, we have a lot of great draws, like... Even Once Upon a Time to dig to Uro would also be great as well. Very nice. Even a land would be good. Oko's also good. Because of the binding. There's just so many good cards. Okay, I did not expect the memory lapse. Do they not play a tomb? Bowmaster? Doesn't do anything. Is my opponent actually gonna die to Doorkeeper Thrall? Might be. They have to play it now. If they don't want to die to Doorkeeper Thrall. I mean, if this connects, I feel like that'd be pretty bad. Okay, even having just one removal spell for the Doorkeeper Thrall, they still go to 1. So I guess Giganta is coming down then. Bitter Triumph. Giganta does come down. Might actually want a Binding before they draw with a Bauble next turn. Yeah, they have 1 card. If it's a Memory Lapse, doing it now would be the perfect play because I'm gonna draw into it. Nice. Another flyer was actually great because now we have 2 damage in the air. Stern Scolding. Okay. Actually really good against our deck. We have a lot of targets that get hit by the Stern Scolding. We're only 1 mana too. That's their 3rd expressive iteration. Giganta is so good. Is so good. I guess we'll just fetch something here. Wow, like I didn't even play that many cards. Like, how do we win? Flyers are so broken, isn't it? Giganta. Okay. Going second's a little bit scary, but I think this can work. Theater first. Okay. Land was a really good draw. I guess I'm going Tomb. Make my opponent keep guessing. A bit unfortunate getting Thoughtseize here. I'll probably have to name Jarsoul with the Meddling Mage. Actually, does it even matter? When we have Deathray Shaman? Probably just Minx Gamboo. Because, like, even if they Thoughtseize me again, like, they play Jarsoul and then Thoughtseize me again, like, what if I just lose Uro, right? Like, who cares? Like, all they did was just Lose a card for free? So we don't attack because of Orcish Bowmaster. Need to somehow be able to play this real fast. There's the Minx Gamboo. Opponent can only play one card this turn. Swords. Escape 5 other cards. Leave the Deathrise Shaman back for Jarsoul. The Meddling Mage coming in clutch, actually. Another Meddling Mage. Seems good. Guessing it's a bolt then? Oh, it's a Bowmaster. Sure. I need my creatures to die so I can play Uro. Goy. I guess I'll Meddling Mage the Giganta then. Oh wow. Seems good. Okay, that's fine. I'll take away Kozilek. If they want to use Thoughtseize here, like, be my guest. They did not do it. So I can't play Swords plus Uro here because of Archon. I think I'll let them use a discard spell on it. I don't want to like risk myself dying to Orcish Bowmaster somehow. Nice. Bit of a weird game. Bit of a weird game there. Strike Proctor, gonna be pretty good against Minx Gamboo. Pretty good against Minx Gamboo. And they're probably playing Blood Moon, so we can actually like take out Giganta. Take out a Meddling Mage. I think that's about it. I guess Pithing Needle might be pretty nice versus Minx Gamboo as well. I don't want to bring too many copies of it. I'll just bring one copy. Cut a Meddling Mage. Doorkeeper Thrall. Ooh. I don't know about this, but I mean, if we just get one land, like, this is pretty Thoughtseize proof, I think. Nice. Now having an interaction spell means that they get to play a Blood Moon here, which is kind of annoying if they do. So they don't have it. Opponent does not have it. I can technically, like, if I grab an Overgrown Tomb, I can get rid of... Okay, that's fine. What is this? Like, do they actually have a Fatal Push or a Bolt or something? That'd be kind of annoying if they do. I think I'm just going to not play around, I'm not gonna play around, Blood Moon. I don't think I can go for this, Uro here. No Bolt, so I would have been able to actually play the Uro there. It's a bit of a shame. Another Tarmogoyf. Just play another Doorkeeper Thrall. So we'll play the Uro. And leave up a Spell Pierce. Wonder what it is. Kind of missed not grabbing the Overgrown Tomb, but I guess if Uro does die, we get to still replay it back. The Spell Pierce doesn't quite do it at the moment. They can pay for, even if they play a Minkskin Boo here, they can pay for it. Bolt? They can still pay for it, but that means I'm not dying? Do they have another Bolt, huh? The thing is, if this Uro dies, I lose the game. But if I block like this, I still lose the game. And then I can play Doorkeeper plus Binding on the Kikijiki. Yeah, that's still not good, honestly. I just gotta lose to a Bolt. If they have another Bolt, so be it. Because I lose either way, right? I lose either way. So I have to do this. Is it a Bowmaster? Maybe it's a Bowmaster. The thing is, they have a Deathrise Shaman as well. I gotta be careful. I feel like I'm losing in multiple ways still. I'm at 2 if I don't get rid of that Deathrise Shaman. Right? So I have to Binding? They got a lot of power. Like, this is pretty insane. I don't know. Maybe Jarsoul. Because the thing is, Jarsoul gets back a Tarmogoyf, which is essentially the same as Kikijiki, you know? So I feel like either way, like, it's pretty bad. Yeah, I'm still in a really sticky situation because of the Kikijikis, huh? It would be great if I can draw like what do I even need? Maybe another Uro. Definitely like we're in a really bad spot. The Binding? They don't need to block this, that's why like it's so bad. But I have to attack, right? Maybe it's just binding on Kikijiki. If I binding the Kikijiki, I lose to Shaman proc, doing it twice. There's actually no instant speeds in the graveyard, so unless they draw exactly on an instant speed card, then I feel like we should be good. Oh man. The suspense is killing me. So we're exactly at 1. Wait, they took that instead. Now I don't even have to block. No, I still need to block Tarmogoyf. But they can't play... This is insane. Uro is carrying me here. Very much so. But at least they can't fetch the Giganta back now. Because now you have to block with the Deathrise Shaman too. Oh man, this is actually gonna be might be a blowout here if they fetch the Mire too. Are they gonna gain life? I wonder. This is insane. Oh, they found the land! The suspense is killing me. No. Big sad. That was such a close game. That was such a close game. I wonder if I held back my Uro, would we have been alive? No, because then they wouldn't have blocked with the Death Ray Shaman, right? Yeah, pretty tough game. Pretty tough game. I do want to bring Ashok in somehow, but we can't. Yeah, we can't do that, right? Because they play Blood Moon. I have to have Giganta. Very close game. Oh. I don't like this hand at all. Oh no. Unfortunate, unfortunate. Looks like our last game is going to be a non-game. That's a bit upsetting. We were doing so well up until this point. We were doing so well. Really? That's a bit surprising. A Bowmaster? A Bowmaster. Yeah, we almost missed that. Wow. It's good to know they're going to fire off their Kozilek first. Really? Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Go with Minx Genbu. Why didn't they Kozilek? I feel like it would have been way better than firing off Kolaghan's command there. I mean... Oh wow, nice, that's so good. Green, green, blue, blue. Maybe we're still in this. Maybe we're still in this. Potentially. So they have a Minx Genbu. Interesting, they also didn't kill the Uro. They use a fatal push on that instead of the Uro. I'm just kind of imagining us having 2 more cards at this point if we didn't mulligan twice. double fatal push. Into a mink skin boot.
We will break evil's bones. Unless it's boneless.
I think I've seen enough. Yeah, unfortunate. That game 2 was really cool. It's unfortunate that we actually didn't have a game 3. Oko doesn't really do much because we don't have another creature to kill the Mexican Boo here, so yeah, GG's. Okay, so we played a bit of this deck. It's actually better than I thought. It was actually better than I thought. I actually want to go up on the Light and Halfling if I can help it, and maybe go down on even Mind Sensor. Pretty underwhelming. Like, it's alright, but maybe even like go down on even Mind Sensor and play more Archon in general. Like, yeah, I thought it was kind of mediocre, but so usually the case is if you can get turn 2 one of these down into a turn 3 Uro, you usually kind of win the game. So I kind of like that. Oko has also been pretty good as well. It seems like this deck is really, really good against Omnitoll. If you haven't seen that game, that was a slaughter. Even if they get a Troxa down, like Doorkeeper Thrall and Strict Proctor basically makes it so that they can't get any more cards. We also have Meddling Mage as well. Like, I feel like this deck actually might be decent, even in Best of 1 as well. And honestly, I kind of missed the Surveil land. Like, I was playing the Rogren Triumph as my only tap land, but we might actually need another copy of it. We might actually need one more black and green, maybe? Like, maybe like that. I don't want to, like, just maybe, like, go down on Breeding Pool, something like that. So, yeah, that's what I would do. I thought the deck was okay, but it can feel kind of underpowered if the Okos and Uros don't come out. Because, like, you know, the only things that you have are Doorkeeper Thralls and a bunch of Strict Proctors, which are pretty low power creatures. And, you know, you have a bunch of Mana Dorks without much going on. And Meddling Mage is, you know, it's just a 2/2 that dies to Bowmaster if it ever attacks. So if they ever have a mana up, like Meddling Mage can be kind of feel useless as well. So definitely, like, if the Uro doesn't come out with the Doorkeeper Thrall, it can feel a bit underwhelming. So that said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all on the next one. Bye-bye.